Have you ever tried to implement a feature in your project only to hit a wall? It can be incredibly frustrating, especially when you're so close to getting it right. If you're struggling with infinite scroll in a Bootstrap modal, you're definitely in the right place. I totally get it. You want your users to have a seamless experience, but sometimes the code just doesn't cooperate. You're not alone in this. Many developers face similar challenges when working with modals and infinite scroll. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, "How can I implement infinite scroll in a Bootstrap modal?" They mentioned trying several libraries without success. Sound familiar? Let's dive into this together. So what makes implementing infinite scroll in a modal tricky? Modals often have their own event handling and rendering quirks, which can interfere with how infinite scroll libraries work. But don't worry, we can work through this. And stick around. I have a great solution for you at the end that will make your modal scroll like a charm. To implement infinite scroll in the Bootstrap modal, the user should first set up an event listener for the scroll event on the modal body. This will allow us to detect when the user scrolls to the bottom of the modal. Next, the user needs to create a function that will be called when the user reaches the bottom of the modal. This function will make an AJAX request to fetch the next set of messages from the server. Now, the user should call this function inside the scroll event listener when the user reaches the bottom of the modal. This will ensure that more messages are loaded seamlessly. Finally, the user should ensure that the server-side method for fetching messages supports pagination. This means the user needs to modify their existing getData method to accept a page parameter. Fun fact, did you know that the concept of infinite scrolling was first popularized by social media platforms? It keeps users engaged, and now you can bring that same magic to your modals. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach suggested by another user is to use a library called jscroll. This library allows you to implement infinite scrolling by loading data via AJAX. It can help you append more content to your Bootstrap modal as the user scrolls down. Here's the pro tip. Always ensure that your AJAX calls are optimized to prevent loading delays. This will keep your users happy and engaged. And there you have it. With these steps, your Bootstrap modal should now support infinite scrolling. Remember, testing is key, so make sure to try it out. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks.